Why is it that some women can shake off a bad day in minutes, while others carry it with them for weeks? I'm going to tell you exactly why. And more importantly, I'm going to show you how you can become that woman. Because the difference is not personality, strength, or having a better life. It's knowing 5 things we were simply never taught. But that changes today. In this video, we're breaking down 5 brain tricks that can shift your mood in just 30 seconds. And stay with me until the 5th one. It's the trick most people have never heard of, and honestly, the one that made the biggest difference for me. Trick 1. The face feedback switch. This one will make you smile immediately, and not just metaphorically. Your brain does not just create your emotions, it also reads your body to decide how you should feel. And your face is one of its biggest sources of information. So, right now, gently raise your eyebrows. Relax your jaw. Let the corners of your mouth lift just slightly. Not a full smile, just soft. Hold it for 15 seconds. What is happening inside your brain right now is genuinely fascinating. It is receiving a signal that says you are safe. And when your brain thinks you are safe, it lowers stress chemicals and starts boosting the feel-good ones. You did not force happiness. You simply sent your brain a signal it trusts more than your own thoughts. A smile. That shift is not just physical. Your brain reads it and adjusts your mood accordingly, all day long without you even noticing. Change the signal first. The emotion follows. Trick 2. Name it to tame it. Do you know that feeling when you already have so much on your plate, and then suddenly even more comes at you? Suddenly your brain is everywhere. You cannot think straight. Small problems feel enormous. You maybe even say things you regret. That is not you being dramatic. That is your brain jumping into full reaction mode while your logical brain basically leaves the building. But here's the shortcut back. The moment you feel off, just name it, out loud or in your head. I feel anxious. I feel overwhelmed. I feel irritated. That's it. No fixing. No analyzing. Just the name. The second you label an emotion, your brain shifts activity from the emotional center to the logical one. Instead of being inside the storm, you suddenly start watching it through a window. Same storm. Completely different experience. And here's the part that gets me every time. Your brain literally cannot fully panic and fully observe at the same time. Naming creates observation. Observation breaks the loop. One sentence, and the spiral starts losing its power. Giselle Bundchen talks about this constantly. She checks in with herself and names what she is actually feeling instead of just pushing through it. And she is someone who handles enormous pressure with a calm most people cannot explain. Now you can. That is a trained brain. Trick 3. The progress dopamine principle. This is the one most people get completely backwards. Have you also believed that happiness comes after success? That once you finally get the result, then you'll feel good? But that is not how your brain actually works. Your brain does not only release dopamine when you achieve big goals. It releases it during progress. Even tiny progress. Even embarrassingly small progress. Think about the last time you had a rough day, felt completely drained, and then crossed one small thing off your list, and suddenly felt slightly more human again. That is not a coincidence. That is dopamine doing exactly what it was designed to do. So the next time you feel stuck, do not wait for something big to turn things around. Reply to one message. Drink a glass of water. Check one thing off. Your brain detects movement. Movement signals progress. Progress releases dopamine. And once that cycle starts, it builds on itself. Action first. The feeling follows. Trick 4. The posture reset. This one is quick, and I promise it works faster than you think. Pull your shoulders back, lift your chin slightly, take one slow, deep breath in and out. That's it. And the science behind it is simpler than you think. Your brain does not just read body language from other people, it reads yours too. And the way you are sitting or standing right now is constantly sending your brain information about how safe, confident, and in control you are. Think about the last time you walked into a room and immediately felt the energy of someone who carried themselves with total confidence. You felt it before they even spoke. That is because their body was already sending signals to the room and to their own brain. When your posture collapses, your brain gets the message that something is wrong. But when you open your posture back up, the message changes. Stress signals drop. Feelings of control return. 30 seconds. That is all it takes. Try it right now if you want. Shoulders back, chin up, one slow breath out. Notice how different that feels compared to how you were sitting just 10 seconds ago. I bet you felt the shift immediately. Beyoncé talks about this too. She uses her physical presence and the way she carries herself to shift her internal state before stepping on stage. She is not standing in the wings waiting to feel confident. She is telling her body she already is, and her brain believes every second of it. Because your posture does not just reflect your inner world, it also shapes it. Trick 5. The gratitude filter. This last one is the simplest in the whole video, but maybe the one with the biggest impact. Ask yourself right now, what is actually going well? Not big things, small things. Good coffee this morning, a nice message from someone, sunshine through the window, your outfit, finishing one task, simply getting through the day, anything. Your brain is wired to focus on problems. It is called the negativity bias, and it is not a flaw. It is simply how you are built. For thousands of years, your brain prioritized threats to keep you alive. But that same wiring means it will often find the problem in every situation before it notices the good. So you have to redirect it on purpose. The moment you name something small that is going well, your brain slowly shifts out of problem scanning mode and into gratitude. And that shift, even for 30 seconds, can completely change how you experience your day. It's like when you decide you want to buy a red car. Suddenly, you start seeing red cars everywhere. They were always there, but your brain filtered them out before. The same thing happens with happiness. If you constantly focus on stress, problems, and negativity, your brain will keep finding more of it. But if you intentionally start noticing small positive moments, a compliment, a beautiful sunset, a good conversation, a funny moment, your mind slowly begins to find more reasons to feel good. What you look for, you will find more of. And this is what I really want you to remember. Your brain was never trying to make you unhappy. It was simply responding to the signals you gave it. So start today with these 5 simply tricks. Smile, and your brain knows you are safe. Name the feeling and the spiral slows down. Give yourself one small moment of progress, and your brain wants to keep going. Reset your posture and your confidence starts returning. Redirect your focus, and your whole day begins to shift. You always had this power. Now you know how to use it.